What the hell does lazy evaluation actually mean in Apache Spark? And honestly, why is being lazy good? And why can this design make Apache Spark faster compared to the other data processing workflows that execute every step immediately? Let's understand that in today's video. Most people say lazy evaluation means transformations do not execute until we call an action. That is true, but that is only the definition. The real question is why Spark was designed this way. Is it a limitation or is Spark doing something intentionally smarter? In this video, we will first understand how normal Python usually executes, then we will see why Spark behaves differently, and after that, we will see what Spark builds in the background before it runs anything, and finally, we will talk about the real downsides and also when eager execution is actually the better choice. So, before we talk about Spark, let's understand why this feels strange. In normal Python, code usually executes when Python reaches that line. Let's look at this code. When Python reaches the first line, it calculates all 1 million squares immediately, and then it stores them in a list in memory. Only after that work finishes does Python move to print statement. We write the instruction and Python does the work now. That is eager execution. Now, Python can also be lazy, but we have to explicitly ask for it. Look at the code below. These round brackets create something called a generator, and generators are lazy in nature. Here, Python does not calculate 1 million values immediately. It waits. Then, when we call next of squares, Python calculates only the next value we actually need. So, Python can be eager or lazy as well. But in normal programming, eager execution is the default expectation. We write a line, that line runs. Now, Spark flips that expectation, and it does that on purpose because Spark is not processing one small list on one laptop, right? It may be processing terabytes of data across many executors, partitions, CPU cores, memory, disk, and network. Now, let's look at a real Spark pipeline. Here, the first line tells Spark where the order data lives. Then we say we only care about delayed orders. And finally, we say group those orders by date and calculate total refund amount. Now, imagine Spark executed every one of these lines immediately, just like eager Python. The first line starts reading the full dataset, the second line starts filtering it, and then the third line starts grouping and aggregating the data, right? That sounds normal at first, but is it actually a good idea for distributed system? Let's understand it with a simple example. Let's say you were a manager and you first told your teammate to collect every order record. Then, after they started collecting the data, you asked them to collect only delayed delivery records. But finally, you told them that you only needed daily refund totals. Now, imagine they executed every request separately. They would first collect everything, then go back and filter only delayed deliveries, then process the data again to calculate daily refunds, right? That is a lot of wasted work. But if they waited until your final instruction, they would understand the real outcome first. That is to calculate the daily refunds. And then they could take the shortest possible path, right? That is, collect only what matters and use only the required fields and directly produce the daily refund totals. That is exactly the thinking behind Spark lazy evaluation. So instead of immediately executing the pipeline, Spark first builds a logical plan. That plan says read orders data, keep delayed orders only, group by date, and some refund amount. These operations are called transformations, and they are not wasted code. They are Spark collecting the complete request before it starts the expensive work. And then we write something like this. Here, show is an action. And now Spark says, okay, you need the result now, right? So I can execute the smartest version of the full pipeline. And here, Catalyst Optimizer can review the complete plan first. And Spark may avoid reading columns we never use. And that is called column pruning. And it can try to apply filters closer to the Parquet data source when supported. And that is called predicate pushdown. Then Spark creates a physical execution plan. And the scheduler divides that work into stages and tasks. And executors process partitions. And Spark performs a shuffle only where data actually has to move. That is why lazy evaluation can make Spark faster. It is not delaying work because it is slow. It is delaying expensive work until it understands the full request and can avoid waste. But now, does it mean that is lazy evaluation always good? To be honest, no, not really. The first downside is delayed failure. Your transformations can look completely fine, but a permission issue, corrupt input file, executor memory problem, or a shuffle failure may appear only when an action starts the real job. And the second downside is repeated execution. Look at this code. These are 3 actions, right? So Spark can create 3 jobs and it may read, filter, aggregate, and shuffle the same lineage again and again. That is where cache or persist can help, but only when we genuinely reuse an expensive result. And eager execution is still better when work is small, local, step by step, or has immediate side effects. For example, sending an email, updating a payment status, or calling an external API should happen now and in a clear order, right? So eager execution might be better for these cases. And this is not Python versus PySpark discussion. It is about the workload. Use eager execution when you need immediate controlled execution, and use Spark's lazy execution when you have a large distributed pipeline and Spark needs to see the complete picture before spending cluster resources. So the mental model is similar simple. Transformations build the plan and actions trigger execution. And Spark is lazy because it wants to avoid expensive work that never needed to happen. So if this finally made lazy evaluation click to you, comment down lazy equals to smart in the comment section. And in the next video, we will open that plan and see how one Spark action becomes a jobs, stages, tasks, and shuffle. Thank you for watching.